Hello and welcome to the Spotlight Vancouver podcast. I'm your host, Doug Varenas, licensed real estate agent in Washington and Oregon. And we have the only podcast for and about the people of Vancouver, Washington, and Clark County. So welcome. And today we've got an exciting show because I'm going to be talking about the top 5 highest appreciating areas of Clark County in the last 3 years. So what I wanted to do was take out the anomalies of the COVID craziness and just focus on the last 3 years. So that's kind of the tail end of COVID, and then coming out of it, I'm going to give you the top 5 highest appreciating areas, and that is based on the average sale price. So overall in Clark County over the last 3 years, we've seen an appreciation rate of 5.36%, which isn't bad at all, but there are some areas that are appreciating at a much higher rate. And so while buying a home is all about getting something that you're going to feel comfortable in, getting a safe neighborhood, getting close to the amenities you want, getting the lifestyle you want, and that is really the most important thing, is getting a place that you're going to love to live and your family's going to enjoy and everyone's going to have a good time and be happy. But at the end of the day, your home is also an investment. And so I'm going to go over these top 5 high appreciating areas, and we're going to get it kicked off with number 5. Number 5 highest appreciating area in Clark County is going to be Camas. So no surprise here, Camas is at 7.83% appreciation, average appreciation over the last 3 years. People are looking to move there. There's a lot of development there. There's some really good school districts. There's a really good access to nature. A lot of activity in Camas, and people have been flocking there. And so we've seen an appreciation rate that's just about 2.5 percentage points above what's average in Clark County over the last 3 years at 7.83. So Camas, our top 5 highest appreciating area in Clark County. Moving on to number 4, it's going to be the East Heights area. So this is the area that is east of Andreessen, south of Mill Plain, and west of the 205 freeway. So we're talking about the Ellsworth Springs area and the Blanchette Park area. And this is getting to be sort of a more sought after area. Probably going to see more development on that side of the waterfront. Proximity to transportation, proximity to Oregon. If you're still commuting to Portland, or you have friends or family there, that can be important. And some really desirable neighborhoods in this area. And so they've seen an appreciation rate of 7.9%, just edging out Camas. That was a little bit of a surprise to me. Actually, a lot of things on this list have been a little surprising. So let's move on to the third highest appreciation. Man, I'm having all kinds of problems with that today. Highest appreciating area in Clark County. And that is going to be downtown. Downtown has actually had the strongest appreciation over the last 5 years. They're a little flat this year, but other than that, they've seen solid double-digit appreciation in downtown. So we're talking about, obviously, like the waterfront area, but also the area around Esther Short Park, the Houck neighborhood. So the downtown area has been appreciating at a really healthy clip. So in doing these averages, a lot of them have had negative appreciate. They actually fell year over year, but because they bounce back so strong on the average, they get that average appreciation that's pretty high. But downtown is the one where they have not had a negative appreciating or a down year. Every year has been solid double digits. So we're talking about 12, 15, 18% appreciation rate in that downtown area. And I think right now, and I mentioned in my last video, I think right now it's quite a bargain at where it's at, just being flat. You can find deals there in the downtown area. And so, yeah, downtown comes in at number 3 of the highest appreciating areas in Clark County. Next on our list, little bit of surprise. I like this area, but I wouldn't have guessed it was higher than Camas, and kind of unbelievable. Yacolt. Yeah, That's right. The Yacolt area. I'm a big fan of this area for the certain kind of person who's looking for more acreage, really looking to tap into some natural beauty there. A lot of, you're kind of in that Molten Falls area, Lewis River. You've got a lot of great things going on there. You've got some beautiful countryside there. And if you're looking to get away and you're looking for like a little more of a rural feel, but you still want access to some urban amenities, don't sleep on Yacolt. I just love the name too, Yacolt. It's a great area. It's not for everybody, but apparently it's for somebody because it's appreciating over the last 3 years at an 8.73% average. So higher than Camas, higher than downtown on average has been the Yacolt area. And that is number 2 on our list. I really don't have any insight into the Yacolt area other than people just wanting more land and more space. So people just who maybe lived in that city center and they're kind of like, yeah, I'm tired of the density. I want some more room. And Yacolt offers that because most of the plots out there are going to be, on acreage. And so that's really appealing to a lot of people. And the community there is also pretty tight. And so that might appeal to some people too. But Yacolt coming in at number 2 on our list of highest appreciating areas in Clark County, Washington. Number 1 on the list, also kind of a surprise for me. I mean, maybe it shouldn't be, but Washougal comes in at number 1. It is the top appreciating area in Clark County over the last 3 years based on average home sales. And so it is topping 10%, almost at 11% at 10.77% average appreciation over the last 3 years. It is Washougal. So actually, if you take that strip of land from Washougal through Camas, through that East Heights, Ellsworth Springs area, stretching all the way to the waterfront and downtown, you have basically most of the highest appreciating areas in Clark County, right along that sort of waterfront adjacent area. And that really shouldn't be a surprise. But Washougal was a little bit surprising to me. When you think about it, it makes sense. I'm wondering if you're starting to see a little spillover from Camas. The taxes are a little bit more manageable in Washougal. You get a lot of the same amenities. You get proximity to Camas. You're still on, close to the water. There's a lot of development going on there on the waterfront too, so that might be a part of it. And it kind of can be one of those like skate to where the puck is going kind of moments. And so I think Washougal, similar to Camas, is going through a lot of changes and seeing a lot of growth there. So number 1 on our list of highest appreciating areas in Clark County, Washington is Washougal. So this has been really interesting. I don't know about you, but I'd love to hear your experience or where you see the puck going. You drop a comment of an area that you see really growing. I know that East Vancouver also came in pretty high. You had some usual suspects, I guess, like your Philidas, your Salmon Creeks, your yields, but they did not break into the top 5. I mean, they are growing, but the appreciation is not as strong as the areas I mentioned. And, some of that, like maybe in Ridgefield, is just because they keep building more homes. And so that kind of, keeps the inventory up and the price is kind of manageable. Still appreciating, obviously, at a higher clip than the average in Clark County, but not by a super large degree. Again, number 5 was, let me find it here. We started off with Camas. We moved to the East Heights area, that swath kind of in between Cascade Park and downtown. Then we had Yacolt coming in at number 2, and then Washougal at number 1. Again, if you are looking to move anywhere in Clark, I'm happy to help you out in that regard. If you're interested in finding out what your home's worth, drop the word value in the comments, and I will get back to you and we can discuss. I'm happy to come up with your home's current value so you can see where you stand in that regard. And on that note, I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.